Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday night watch chat. It's actually supposed to be a Tuesday night watch chat, but we switched it over to Wednesday because our little boy Dib was in town on Tuesday night, and Wolfie could not join the panel that evening because he was babysitting our good friend, to put it nicely. Anyway, hey, we got a big show tonight. We got Amin here. We got Marcus here. Wolfgang is here. We're going to be going piggybacking of our the fun time that we had last week with the Swatch Group brackets and the winner of the Swatch Group brackets. There, we're going to do with independent watches, like a little bit higher end independence. So we'll throw that bracket in there. But let's say hello to everybody and see what they got on wrist. Wolfgang, how you doing, sir? What do you have on wrist this evening?
Moser.
Very, very nice. Um, Marcus, I know we can't see you, but if you want to let us know what you have on wrist.
I've got the Silver Sanjay Grand Seiko, so the GY003.
Ah, very, very nice. Very nice. Hey, Amin, what do you got on wrist this evening?
I got the Mad One.
Oh, very, very nice. Very nice. And I have the John Wolfie on in celebration for
Nice.
our. Does John Wolfie sound good or Wolfie Mayer? What do you guys think?
I mean, it's the technical name is the Wolfie Mayer.
Wolfie Mayer? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
but
I didn't know there was a technical
the
name.
fun
Okay.
name could be John Wolfie. Right?
Yeah. Okay, I like the Wolfie Mayer. It flows.
Officially known as the Wolfie Mayer.
Officially. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through the chat and say hello. Hey, Amin, maybe this is something that you can do. I think you have access.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be splitting the screen here with our with putting up the poll and the PowerPoint. So I may not be able to see the screen that we have here, the backstage that we're in StreamYard. So if you want to put up the comments and say hello while I get everything situated,
all right,
that'd be great.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, hey, we got. Let's see. I don't know how to put them up anymore. I can.
You could just click on them.
We don't need to say hello. Just hello, everybody.
When I click on them, nothing happens, Rob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
I can
All right.
I can say hi to folks though. We got
Okay, well,
Hobby
you know what?
Bobby. All right, go ahead.
Here we go, Hobby Bobby. What's up, Hobby Bobby? How you doing? The stage is not big enough for you, me, and Wolfie. All right. Okay. Hey, Wilson's here. Good to see you. Maison is here. How you doing? James is here. Greetings from Terminal 1 at the San Diego airport. Safe trip there, my friend. Hey, Wayben, good to see you. We're in his atelier when. Awesome. To the panel, Wilson saying, I'm not saying our friendship depends on who wins tonight, but we know who Wilson wants to win. So we'll see about that, Wolfie. Mr. Finney's here. How you doing? Scott is here. Good to see you wearing his 1860 Chopard. Nate Dogg is here. Good to see you, Nate. Underachieving Watch Collector is ready to go. James is wearing his Seiko Bell Matic. Okay, so as you guys know, we're going to be doing a bracket. We got a 16 team bracket, brand bracket that the intern did some hard work on. He actually even ranked it for us. So that was really we appreciate that. Chaz from the Berg. So he's actually, doing the work that the intern that finally he's doing the work. So we've got
an intern doing intern things.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So I am gonna share the screen with the rankings, and I'm gonna have it open up in PowerPoint just so I could type through when we have the winners. Anyway, so here is the list, right? This is according. Can you guys see the screen? Yep, I think you guys can see it, right?
Yep.
So according to the intern, he has selected the top luxury independent watchmakers out there, and I think he had some requirements to it, and I apologize, I don't have those in front of me at the moment. Let me just see if I can scroll that up and get it. So obviously, they have to be independent, right? Independently owned, small production, right? That's a requirement. High craft, original, and off-the-shelf configs are available.
Not to be that guy, guys, but
Yeah.
is it too early to say this bracket is illegitimate because it's lacking Andreas Streller on this, or am I being that guy?
Yes,
Well,
that guy.
Well, I think we'll let the intern answer that question. I
Sure.
think he had a reasoning behind not putting him out there. But just let the chat know. You won't see the likes of Rolex in here or Oris, right? I mean, those are independents, but not of the kind of small production we're looking for. Let's move on here. Who's the damn intern? J Thor is saying, why isn't RW Roger? No, who's RW again? RW in there.
I think he means
Let's
Roger
see.
Smith.
Roger Smith. Okay. So again, not all of them could be up here. There's actually a B list of other brands that we have, and maybe we'll do something with them next week. But let me just run through this. I'm going to run only through the top 4 seeds. We have FP Journe as the number 1 overall seed. MB&F 2 is the second overall, but number 1 seed over here down in the bottom right. Urwerk is the number 3 seed at the top right, and D Bethune is number 4. You can extrapolate that Roman Gauthier and Gronfeld are 9 and 8, and so forth. So let's get this going, guys. We'll start off with the number 1 overall seed, FP Journe versus Parmigiani. Amin, what do you think? What do you think? Who wins here?
I mean, I think to be fair, and it has to be FP Journe, but based on, I guess, the criteria that most people would use. But if you ask me what watches I'd want to collect, it would actually be a tough one for me.
Okay. Interesting. Guys, I'm put it up there on the poll. You can start
I forget
voting.
what are the criteria actually here. Is it what we like better, or is it who's more important? Or
No. I think this is just a personal choice. Who do you feel who do you like better, right?
Yeah. I'll go with Journe. He's been more influential, important.
Hobby was saying the key disqualifier was brands that only had custom bills like Vuitton or others that are now impossible to get, like Vianney Halter. Those brands don't allow people to envision the actual watch. Okay. All right. Wolfie, what say you?
Yeah, we're going by what personal preference, right? Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing else. I'm going Parmigiani. I don't want to lose Wilson in my closer friendship circle, but the Journe design is not for me, and I like a lot of different Parmigiani models, so I have to go Parmigiani.
I'm inspired by my friend Wolfgang. I'm switching to Parmigiani.
I apologize to Wilson deeply. I mean, I'm really very sorry. Very sorry.
Wow. Marcus, what say you?
So basically, I did no research for this, so I'm just gonna go by what brands make me hard. So it's like 0 to 5 blue pills. So I love Parmigiani. I think that it's a really old school, old world take on watchmaking. I think they have some brilliant designs. Journe's extremely overrated, but at the same time, in terms of finishing and whatnot, I think it gets a little bit overblown. But in terms of creativity, in terms of ingenuity, I'm going to let Journe pip it here, but I don't think it's a worthy number 1 seed.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Well, guys, we're gonna end the poll. We have 16 votes, although we have 23 people up here. I'm gonna end the votes, end the poll, so we could just keep going. And the winner is FP Journe. FP Journe wins at 58% of the vote.
If me and Wolfgang had voted, we could have.
I voted.
You did? All right.
I voted, yeah.
I got it.
I'm kind of glad that Journe won, so maybe Wilson is still gonna be friends with me.
He'll watch the rest
Yeah.
of the video. Yep.
Okay. So FP Jorn goes and wins. Okay, so jumping, I'm just gonna go straight down. I'm not gonna go like 2, then 3, then 4. I'm just gonna go Ramon Gauthier and Gronfeld. Wolfie, how do you feel about this one?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. I like a lot of pieces from both,
That's tough.
but yeah, I'm going Romain Gauthier because the logical one is like one of my all-time favorites of any brand. So I'm going Gauthier.
Marcus.
Again, I hugely disagree with the seeding. These would be my number 2 and number 3 seeds respectively.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to go with Gauthier. Again, because of the logical one and the insight.
Wow. It sounds like Marcus really has a bone to pick with the intern. Amin, your thoughts?
Yeah, I gotta go with Gauthier too. I Insight Microorder is my favorite reference from them. I think I'm also influenced by Marcus, and I love the C. I of course the both Kronfeld's amazing too, but I'm gonna go Gauthier.
Okay, we have 16 votes in, 26 on the chat. I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with a slight upset, the winner is Gronfeld. So Gronfeld gets the win there. Let me just put that in there here. Any surprises here, guys, so far? I mean,
No
we've only had 2
surprises.
games.
No,
Not really.
No.
Okay. Okay, next up, Grubel Forsey versus Armin Strom. Marcus, thoughts?
Grubel next.
Grubel Forsey versus
Sorry,
Strom.
that's me.
Marcus, thoughts?
All right, my bad.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I thought that was me for a second there with the
No.
delay. Marcus, you go Grubel.
Yeah, Grubel
Wolfie.
next.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Grubel design, with some exceptions, but same goes for Armin Strom. I'm going Grubel too.
Wow, Grubel, the
Yeah.
panel. Amin?
Unfortunately, not close here. Grubel Forsey.
Wow, we have a sweep by the panel here. Wilson saying Armin Strom is stolen residence of valor. uh, um, Grubel is seriously levels above, but Armin Strom is something I could
that's-
potentially get a hold of.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Chaz saying he likes both, but it's not even close. Okay. So we got 19 votes, and looks like I'm gonna end this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grubel with the runaway win here, 79% of the vote. Let's insert that here. I wish I had a better way to do this, but I do not. So we'll go with Grubel here. Okay, moving on to the 4th seed, Bethune versus Singer. Amin, what do you think here?
Yeah, I've got to go with Bethune.
Ooh.
I just both great.
Yeah.
But the designs are very imaginative with Bethune. It's just extremely creative watchmaking, and pushing boundaries. So
Wolfgang, what do you think?
DB easy. I like
DB.
a lot of DB models. Yeah, very
Yep.
impressive in the metal. Yeah, that's easy for me.
Yep, the boom. Marcus.
Singer's a one-trick pony. DB.
Oh,
DB
I
is
noticed.
overpriced. I feel, but
That's
still
true. Totally agree.
amazing though.
But most of them are overpriced on this list.
That's true. Also
Yep.
true.
Are we doing this? Yes, we are, man, Justin. I'm sure that there's some software out there that we can just do this very, very quickly. But I am a boomer, and I still haven't figured it out.
This really shows our
Uh,
age.
yeah, absolutely. Wilson is saying I have to say DB, but Singer is pretty
Oh
good.
yeah.
The intern is very, very quiet here. We haven't heard from him. I wonder if he's gonna um, let this speak for itself. And the poll is gonna end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and D Bethune with the biggest win so far, I think, as margin of victory in the tournament so far. Let's throw that in there. Any thoughts, guys? Anything going through your heads now as this is unfolding? Any surprises? Doesn't sound like it. Any matchups that you see potentially um, um, that you're excited for? Amin, anything like that of the sort?
Hmm. I would have been excited for Romain Gauthier Jorn, but I think these are all good matchups. I'm into it.
Okay. All right. So next coming up, we are going Erwork versus Moritz Grossman. Marcus.
I'm gonna pull a Bobby Legs here.
What?
I respect Moritz Grossman. They're for some people. But Urwerk just sings to me, so I'm just gonna take Urwerk. I love their design, and I think Moritz Grossman their design language is too Spartan, I think. And so I'm gonna go with the Urwerk. It's just so they're just so damn cool.
Was
They have the Riz, like
yeah,
Urwerk has the Riz.
yeah. Hey, Marcus, do you think Morris Grossman jumped the shark with the Arizona hour window, the
Yeah, that
Phoenix
was
hour window?
terrible. That was
That
just
was
terrible. That was awful.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was that
That
seems to be a
that
deal
that
breaker.
watch looked really ugly, I thought.
Yeah, yeah. I think so too. Ahmed, what do you think?
Yeah, I think our work is much more creative, important, influential, better looking. I think it's a clear winner.
Maison going with Grossman, caliber, Maurice Grossman, 100%. Wolfgang, I mean, you're an Austrian. Maurice Grossman is German. You guys are kindred spirits. What do you think? Are you gonna go
Nah,
Erwick?
I'm going Urwerk too. It's,
Wow.
I do like the tremblage a lot from Moritz Grossman, but Urwerk has it's just cooler overall, more amazing stuff. It's not that tough to pick that one for me. Urwerk it is.
Wow. Hey guys, we got a close one here. It's 50-50. It's
Hmm.
50-50, and
I, f-
22,
I feel like
22 people.
the panel should settle that then.
Yeah,
Should settle a tie.
agreed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't voted. So
I haven't voted.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Can I vote as the host? No, I can't. But it sounds like the panel is going or work here. So I will respect the choice of the panel here as the deal breaker, and Urwork it is. So and that one, Urwork with a surprisingly difficult
that
Yeah,
was
that was
first
a
close.
round
tough
game.
one. Yeah.
So we'll do this, and we'll type in Urwork. Okay. Oh, another interesting matchup coming up here, with the two L's, Laurent Ferrier and Langenheim. Wolfie, what do you think?
Difficult. That is probably the most difficult so far. Um, Similar watches.
Very traditional watchmakers.
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go Laurent Ferrier for more options, a little more availability, and so you can find them. But it's close. I've seen Mike's Langenheine. It's unbelievably good. But yeah, I'm going LF.
Larry Ferrier is way better than the Heine,
Hmm.
says Justin. Amin, thoughts?
I'm gonna go slightly to. I love both. I'm gonna go slightly to Laurent Ferrier.
Mm,
I
hmm
agree with Wolfgang. More choices. There's more. I like their sports line better than the Langenhain sports line. I like the um, both of them. I like the dress watches. So
Yep. Hobby Bobby sensitive to some background noises. I
there
saw.
is a little bit of a drill sound.
Yeah. Um, Marcus, thoughts?
Um, the George, it when it's this close, the George is my all time favorite movement. So I'm
Mm,
picking Longo 9.
okay. You say it's close for you, Marcus, but apparently not to the chat. We're closing in five, four, three, two, one. Laurent Fourier with a big win here. 85% of the
Surprising.
vote. Surprising, very much so. So let's.
European has a very good price on a Langenhain George right now.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit
Brocus Pocus.
bit disturbing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna do LF. Okay. Next, here's an interesting matchup: Moser versus Resence. Marcus.
Just when I say I'm out on Moser, they just draw me back in. Like
Mhm.
Edouard just draws me back in. I think the minute repeater, and then the fact that they finally reworked their sports movements to skeletonize the rotors, and then they put in a micro rotor. I'm going to give it to Moser here. I think Resonance is cool, but Moser's just they're just I can't get out of it. I can't quit them.
Justin's never out in the Mose dog. Justin's on fire tonight. Wilson goes with Moser. Maison Resonance are interesting, but don't they use a Salida as a base for their movements? And all their pieces are very similar. At least Moser make everything themselves and have a variety. Wolfie, do you agree? Are you going Moser here?
Yeah. I like Moser anyway, but I also don't like Resonance. They don't do anything for me. Never liked any. There's not one piece I like, so that's super easy.
Amin.
I have to go with Moser here too. Just Resonance really kind of has one thing, and I like that thing, but
Yeah.
Moser's got a lot more.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna end this poll in five, four, three, two, one. Moser with the walk-off victory there. So we'll get Moser in there. Bippity bippity. Okay. Last first round matchup. Our second seed MB&F versus Chopik. Going back to you, Ahmed. What do you think here?
MB&F.
MB&F. Marcus.
MB&F.
Wolfie.
Same.
Wow. Okay. Let me get this up here, you
I
guys.
think it's running. It's way too much Antarctique focused,
Mm-hmm.
and MB&F has some really cool stuff.
Yeah. Maybe perhaps the biggest
Easy choice.
favorite here, right here in the first round, right? I mean, like MB&F, definitely.
Still 20 something percent going for Chepik.
Chopik, yeah, interesting. We got 19 votes here, and how many people we have at 27? That may be enough to get it close if we get everybody in there. I'm gonna count this off at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and MB&F with the win. Okay, so let's just recap here, guys. Anything standing out here for you, Marcus, in the first round? Anything surprising? Anything?
Uh, not really. The only one, yeah, I agree with all the choices. The only one that was I I I guess I picked differently was the LF and Langenhain, and that was for me that's
Right.
splitting hairs.
Wolfie, anything sticks out with this? The eight.
The real tough one was LF and Langenhain, right? And Romain Gettier and Gronefeld also. Those two. I wouldn't have been able to really, pick a winner. But the others are kind of expected, I guess, more prominent brand names.
Yeah. Amin, any thoughts here after the first round?
No, I think the panel went the opposite of the chat a few times, but that's to be expected.
And that's to be expected. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Tough draw for Chapek for sure.
I
That was a
don't know
tough.
what's going to happen next. If I look at that list, I have no idea how people are going to vote for.
Okay, so you know what? Why don't we go? Let's switch it up here. Let's go Urwerk versus LF for the first game in the second round. Wolfie, since you chimed in and said you don't know how it's going to go. Let's start off with you. Urwerk versus LF. Thoughts?
Oh, can somebody else go?
Okay, fair enough.
In there.
Okay, Wolfie. How about you, Marcus? What do you think?
I think this is where the Laurent Ferry runs out of gas.
Hmm.
They have some cool stuff, but I think Urwerk takes this one.
Wow. Amin, are you in agreement?
Completely. I think Urwerk just has too much imagination and history and influence. It's not close for me.
Not close for you. Okay, Wolfie. Yeah, you've had some time to think of it.
Yeah, no, I'm going LF. To me, Urwerk is, they got some very cool stuff that I would love to have, but the price is unbelievably high. And overall, I think in Laurent Ferrier, if you see, if you go into their tourbillons and stuff, the watchmaking aspect is just so much higher, to me at least, that, was tough, but I voted LF.
Wow, this is it's 2020, guys. It's 50-50. Oh, now Urwerk with the slight lead with 21 votes. How many people we have in the chat? We have 21. Okay. Okay, so everyone that's been on the chat theoretically has voted. Not counting any votes that may have come in from the panel. And I'm going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ending the poll there. And Urwerk with a squeaker. Wow. Amazing. I didn't see that coming. Although it looked like, wait a second. I'm showing 22 votes coming in, and it's a dead even. It's 50-50. Okay, that's what I'm showing now. I guess it takes
you break the tie.
Well, no. You guys pick. I mean, Marcus and Amin went Urwerk. You went LF.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have, right?
So you gotta go, Rob.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Urwerk. I would have. I'm not interested in seeing what kind of situation would happen here with a tiebreaker, but that's not the reasoning behind my pick. I think I just find Urwerk more innovating. So let's go with Urwerk. So first slight sense of controversy in this tournament. Okay. Going next, let's go Grubel D. Bethune, folks. Grubel D. Bethune. Okay, Wolfie, you passed up on going first last time.
Yeah, that's easy. DB, no question. Easy.
DB, no question. Amin.
I will have to go with DB too. I just think the designs are stronger and more unique. The finishing, Grubel has plenty of innovation, engineering and finishing is the best, but I'm still going to go Bethune.
Marcus.
Grubel for the depth of the dials and the finishing, and yeah, I love Grubel.
So Marcus going Grubel. Wolfie, did you say D. Bethune?
Yep.
And so did you, Amin, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been going back and forth here. The chat seems to be agreeing with you guys with D. Bethune. 17 votes in with a 59. 20 votes in. D. Bethune with a slight edge at 55-45. Uh, this can get tied up pretty quickly, guys. So 20 votes in. We have 26 or 25 watching. Wilson's going Grubel. Um, Finney going Grubel. Justin, too tough for Justin to call. Caliber the same way. I'm sure they voted though. Um, let's see here. GF is sick in person. Looks like Wilson is trying to sway some people who are on the fence. I'm going to count this off at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll here. Too close to call. Going to wait for the results. And Grubel, D. Bethune wins it. 52% to 47%. Not sure how they came up with that. Maybe it's a fraction. Let's go here. We're going to go D. Bethune gets out of that one. Barely. Okay. The Battle of the M's. Moser and MB&F. Marcus, you're kicking off this one. What do you think?
I think these two kind of occupy the same space in terms of where they are in how they in terms of traditional watchmaking versus innovation. But MB&F does it just a little better. So I'm going to ride with Max here.
Okay. Amin, thoughts?
I am going to do the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed some hesitation there.
Yeah, I mean, I can actually could get Mosers, and there may be more Mosers that I would like than MB&Fs, but there's some magic to some of the MB&F models that just puts it over for me.
Wolfie, I think I know what your answer is.
Yeah, that's easy for me. I'm going Moser for sure. Just like way more models. Like if I look at the catalog of both, it's not even close. What I would like to own from Moser compared to MB&F. So it wasn't an easy choice for me.
Yeah. MB&F looks like it's pulling away here. We got a few more people in the chat that maybe not have voted, but I'm going to count this down. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think it looks like MB&F is going to win this one, and they do with 61% of the vote. Okay, let's throw this one in here. MB&F. Boom.
By the way, there's a Grubel Balancier S2 on European at an amazing price too. It's just there's some crazy prices.
Yep. Okay. The last
Amin, if they win tonight, you're gonna buy it.
If Grubel wins tonight,
it
would be problems in my household if I bought that watch.
All right, I know this matchup. Wilson is sweating this matchup. FPJ Gronfeld. Amin, you're going to kick off this one. What do you think?
Can I pass? Somebody else go first.
Oh, wow. Okay. Marcus.
So when I spent like the 3 minutes giving this thought during the week, I had Grunefeld ranked higher in my sort of pre-tourney rankings in my head.
Yeah.
But it's another, like, I can't quit him. Like, I can't quit FP. Grunefeld, the back catalog isn't varied enough. Like, it's too narrow. And FP, it's his catalog's so broad, and it's not just filler. It's like every model has some innovation, has his fingerprints, has his stamp on it. And I think that's worth something. If we're having this discussion in 20 years, maybe Grunefeld wins this. But I think for now, I'm just going to give the slight edge to FP here, as much as I love Grunefeld.
Wow. Okay, Amin, you're up.
Yeah, I'm persuaded. I'm persuaded by that argument. I'll go with Jorn.
Okay, guys, we have 26 people on the chat.
Wolfgang,
18,
where are
18
you going
votes.
with that one?
I'm also going Jorn actually.
Wow.
I feel like Grunefeld, I like some of their models, some of the Jorns. I just feel Grunefeld with their closed order book. It's a brand that's kind of, it's not in my vision anymore. It's almost like they stopped working in a way.
Yeah.
So I'll add a little bit of importance of the industry, and I will Jorn.
Wow. Wilson's a very happy man so far, and it looks like his FPJ might be running away with this one. We have 21 votes in, as far as I can tell, 67% FPJ, 28 people on the chat. So I'm going to count this down. Let's go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll now. Waiting for those results to come in, and FPJ wins with 66%. And the final four is set. Let's get this in here. I'm going to ask this after every round, folks. Any surprises? Anybody see anything that they didn't expect? Any matchups you are looking forward to? Wolfie, are you surprised with anything right now?
Maybe
Because
overall, I'm surprised that Urwerk made it that far. I
Yeah.
could see that, But it's always based on the pairing, right? Where you get started, and
Mhm.
it's
Mhm. It's interesting. It looks like it appears that all the top seeds, right, the top 4 seeds, have made it through. So that's something interesting. All the favorites pretty much seem to have won their matchups. Amin, anything particular you're noticing here?
I'm a little surprised MB&F beat Moser,
Wow.
because usually like when you look at these kinds of polls, being able to get the watches, being able to afford the watches plays, a big role in how people vote. And a lot of people, can get Mosers, and not too many, not too many of us can go buy MB&F. So I didn't think it would go that far, but here it is.
Marcus, what do you think about this final four?
I'm shocked that Grubel lost to Bethune. Grubel would have been my number 1 seed, but I guess that's the Marceau effect. I guess Grubel got Marceau'd.
Yeah, so the Marceau effect definitely in play here. Milan's beautiful blue eyes did not play into his favor with MB&F taking the beating Moser there, FPJ, and all the things he says. Still didn't seem to stop him in this environment.
That's right.
And our work really bringing it through for all the brands that start with you. Anyway, we got Chaz saying hard to argue with seeding when the top 4 seeds advance. Hobby Bobby patting himself on the back here with that one. Maison saying I'm OCD'd over your spelling. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, I'm doing this on the fly, so if I misspell some stuff, I apologize. Wait till you hear his pronunciation. Okay, all right, okay. Spell FP correctly. Have some respect. Okay. What did I put here? FB. Okay.
I think
Yeah,
maybe.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah. All right. That's whatever. Hey, you do this, Wilson. You do this. All right. Okay. All right. So we're final four. Let's see who's going to advance to the championship. Let's start off with Urwerk versus MB&F. Amin, what do you think? You want to take a stab at this one right
I'm riding with Urwerk. More wearable watches, and I don't know. Just for me, there's more designs that work. I know that it's a little bit of a one-trick pony with so many wandering hours, but I'm riding with Urwerk.
now? Okay. Wolfgang, what do you think?
no, I'm going MB&F.
Wow.
Yeah, too much really good stuff for me, way more than in Urwerk. more variations.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they get super wild, they're kind of cool. I saw that one crazy one today that looks like a tube, two tourbillons on the back. It's really wild stuff, but very good.
Yeah.
I'm going MB&F.
Okay. All right. Marcus, what do you think?
I'm taking MB&F too. For whatever Wolfie said. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks. I mean, I can't believe. I mean, if you're looking at the results of the vote going on currently, MBNF is destroying Urwerk here. We have 23 people, 17 votes in already. I don't see this. I don't see Urwerk turning around here. I don't see a comeback at all. I think it's mathematically impossible. I think we have a winner here. I'm going to count this down to 5, 4. Get your votes in. 3, 2. You got 1 second left. 1. And I'm ending the poll right there. NBNF with a runaway. With a runaway here. Wow. And so NBNA stamps their ticket or punches their ticket to the championship against the winner of our next matchup, FB Jorn and T Bethune.
Dev
Um,
and FB.
Dev and FB. Sorry, Wilson. Anyway, Marcus, what you got here?
I guess if I were a man who wanted 18 slightly different variations of yellow titanium, I'd pick DB, but I'm not that man. So I'm going to take FP Shorn.
Wolfie thoughts. What are you thinking?
Nah, there. I'm going DB by huge margin.
Wow, TV
It's
by
just
huge.
too many great models. That's where I can't go with Sean anymore.
Wilson, of course, we know where he's going at. His own tend to lean toward the more contemporary rather than the wacky and zany. So I think that's a vote for FPJ. Jean for Mez9. Mez9 chiming in. Good to see you, Mez9. Amin, what do you got here?
De Bethune. I actually think Jorn has more awesome watches total, but I'll take a DB28 over those watches. So
Wow. And so not as much of a runaway as our previous matchup with MBNF and Urwerk, but FPJ seems to have a solid 61% of the vote with 18 votes in, 22 people on the chat. So I don't think there's a mathematical chance unless somebody in the panel hasn't voted either. It doesn't look like it. Looks like FPJ is probably going to take this one. We're going to count this off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and our winner on that one. Close the poll. Says Wilson. FBPJ wins the matchup here. Congratulations, FPJ and MBNF for making it into the illustrious Bobby Legs Independent Watchmaking Tournament. Okay. Hey, look. I mean, are you guys surprised here with this final matchup? Any surprises? Is anybody really surprised? Amin, are you surprised?
I mean, aside from the things that FP Jorn has said, and
Yeah. Yeah.
His
Well,
character, right? Besides the
right.
character issues, that I'm not
Right.
too surprised here.
Right. Wolfgang, are you surprised here? Anything?
I mean, I'm not surprised that FP was, in the finals, right? Because it's the kind of the most popular indie. I would have picked, the finals be FP versus Moser. But MB&F is kind of probably another one that's, pretty popular, pretty well known. So
you would have guessed FP versus Moser. Not that you would have chosen them, right? Because you picked.
I would pick Moser anyway as my favorite, right? But
because you picked multiple people from the left side of the bracket over FP Jorn. Parmigiani.
Yeah, but I thought, that's
Never
just
soon.
me, right? That
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought the majority would definitely go for Sean.
Yeah.
So not that surprising.
Marcus, what do you think? What do you think of this final matchup here? I mean, like,
These
are you surprised or?
these two are the hottest names, and these are the hottest indies names. Like they've got the most name recognition at this point, right? I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
I
hard.
think.
It's hard to argue that.
Yeah, I think you got it. Hey, Thomas, thank you for the super chat. Quick question, hot takes on the panels, guys. Andreas Streller versus Bernard Lederer. Who do you pick?
Streller, Voutilainen, Brett. That's me.
Okay,
Same.
uh, okay,
Lederer, Voutilainen, Brett.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, awesome. The panel, very knowledgeable panel here, making their picks. Thomas, hope you're in line with them or not. Everybody's entitled for their own opinion. Okay, and thanks again for the super chat. Let's get this final going here. The matchup of the ages, or at least this week, we have FP Jorn versus MB&F. Amin, it's almost unfair to have anybody lead off, but Amin, I think you're a good point of reference here. What do you think?
I mean, if I were going to get one watch, it would be an MB&F. But if I were going to have a collection of watches from one brand, I would choose FP Journe over MB&F.
Oh,
I'll go with Journe.
what are some of your favorite MB&Fs?
I mean, I like the LM101, the LM. On the horological machine side, I mean, I like the Bulldog a lot.
Yeah.
I like the frog looking ones, whatever those
Yeah.
old, the Sidewinder, I forget what they're called, HM3. I like a lot. So
Yeah. Marcus, you're one of the more learned watch enthusiasts I know, and your knowledge of independence is almost second to none to anybody I know. What do you think here?
I think I'm going to go FP. FP just his catalog is so broad, it's so diverse, it's amazing, and I think that there's no repetition, or there doesn't seem to be any watches that were released for the sake of releasing. I think you can say the same about MB&F to a lesser extent, but I think he's, even though the aesthetic of MB&F seems more out of the box, I think when it comes to watchmaking, FP is really, really creative. Even though, like, I mean, I think again the finishing is a bit lacking when you compare it against, like, Grubel, Longenheine, and all that. The genius behind the watchmaking and the design of each movement, the thought, I'm going to go with FP as well.
Wolfgang, you're a jet-setting watch collector. You've seen watches and gone to ADs and several continents. What do you think here? Who's your pick?
MB&F easy, not even close.
Wow. You're
Sorry, again, I apologize to Wilson.
yeah. Don't forget the Quartz Innovation FP joined there. Please have Amin's last comment removed. Love MB&F, says Caliber, but still easily FPJ. Lots of cope. Wolfie blocked. Ooh. Wow.
I did apologize.
Wilson is not happy. And I got to tell you, this is a close one. FPJ with 56% of the vote, 18 votes left. Guys, I'm going to leave this up here for
how many people are watching? 25. These slackers need to vote.
Yeah, slackers need to vote for sure.
I think I have one of those slackers, though. I haven't been voting the whole tournament.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a little unfair if I'm like a tiebreaker. Like my vote can almost count twice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, listen, I mean, we believe in integrity in our voting system here. So we'll make sure that doesn't happen. The Serbs are boycotting this whole thing. Yeah, they. I tell you what, Chaz, they don't boycott those giveaway videos because they seem to win them all. Anyway,
I think now would be a good time for the voting system to have a breakdown and no official results.
okay, so we've been sitting on
uh,
18 votes.
malfunction.
We've been sitting on 18 votes for a minute. I'm gonna call it in five, four, three, two, one. Let's wait here. Yes, FPJ wins the the tournament. Congratulations, um, Francis Paul Jean. Is it Is it Paul? Is it Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, the winner of our. I guess this is our first annual luxury independent watchmaking tournament. Is Francis Paul Jordan, FP Jordan. Congratulations. I don't know who I'm saying congratulations to, but anyway, congratulations to,
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Wilson.
Wilson.
yeah, congrats to Wilson. Hey, look, I mean, like, it was interesting, right? I mean, like, the hardest part of putting this stuff together, and I want to thank the intern for doing all the work on this one, but from doing the one last week, it's just like finding a way to rank them and try to be fair about it, right? And I think with the independents, like, you could have gone multiple number one different combination of number one seeds here, right? I mean, probably Jorn would have been one of them, right, for sure. Anyway, Marcus would have thrown in. I think he said Grubel, right? Um, and so any eight of them could have been number one seeds, right? I think. Getting that challenge, taking care of that challenge, was the intern, and I really appreciate that. And then, it was fun. It was fun, guys.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say, it seems like there was no surprises here, right? Um,
Mhm.
Everybody pretty much,
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure that Jorn would win, but I knew that I had a feeling that they would be in the final four, for sure. Urwick, I thought would get knocked off a little bit earlier on. And who was the number four seed, De Bethune? I thought another potential being knocked off early on as well, with the matchups. So, Kaz saying my favorite part of the Bobby Legs trying to type and talk at the same time. Yeah, yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. The intern does have access to the studio, I believe, and probably could have helped out a little bit further. The thing is, like, he doesn't stick the landing. The intern. That's what I'll have to say. That's all I have to say about that. Like, he's good. He did a really good job today, but it just came up a little bit short, right? I think. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's not really your concern, guys. But I'll since I'm the only one who between the two of us, me and the intern, is willing to speak or come online. I'm going to say what I have to say. The true humanitarian like Jordan deserves flowers. Um, oh yeah, come on! Don't give me that thinking angry face. Caliber. Some of the matchups weren't a great pairing, like choosing between a Ferrari and an expensive truck. Both expensive, but not a good matchup. The intern is a visionary. He ain't got time for deets. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Good job, intern.
He did a good job.
He did it. We'll give him a raise.
It's not
He-
easy
he-
to come up with a list like that.
Yeah,
At least he did something this time.
we'll give him a bonus.
We'll give him.
We'll give him a
We can't
Starbucks.
we can't
Write him a good
criticize
letter of recommendation.
Yeah,
when,
yeah,
when he finally does something. We can't criticize him. It'll be the last time he does something.
yeah, yeah. Letter of recommendation and a Starbucks gift card, for him. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, Amin, Wolfie. Please have a safe trip back. I know you're leaving soon. Marcus, thank you for jumping in. Really, really appreciate it. Chat, you guys made the show. Really appreciate all the participation you did, and I had a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. Next Monday will be another episode of Watch Soup. The last episode that we'll do on Monday. We'll get back to Sunday nights because Hot D is going to be over. So back to Sunday nights with the Clayton Watchdog Clayton.
So Rings of Power doesn't have the cachet to move Watch Soup, eh?
No, Rings of Power does not have a cachet.
Is there a season 2? Is it on?
It's coming right after Hot D ends.
Oh, really?
Marcus, what do you think of so far? You know what? We'll stretch
It's
this out a little
terrible.
bit.
It's terrible.
Hot D?
No, Rings of Power.
Yeah, Rings of Power. Yeah, we know that's terrible. But what do you think about this season of Hot D? Without giving any kind of like
Good.
spoilers. Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, I like it too. I feel like there's going to be the one thing I don't like about it is that it's only 8 episodes.
Yep, that
I hate
sucks.
when they do that. Yeah. Anyway, that's the Hot D section of the night. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
See you,
Good night.
everyone.